Namaskara Bengaluru, it's me Harish, your Bengaluru monk. In this video we are going to look at something which is very big. Yeah, we are going to look at one of the famous and biggest Nandi temples in the world. We are going to look at the Big Bull temple which is located in Basavanagudi and Bangalore. Chalo, let's go. Before we enter into the details of Big Bull temple, let me just explain you few things about Nandi. I hope some people might already know the Nandi story, but let me revisit the Nandi story again. So, millions of years ago, there was a man called Silada who was living in India. So, he was a farmer basically, and he was worried that he don't have any child for a long time. So, what he did, he prayed for Lord Shiva and meditated for a long years to get a child. So, after long years of meditation, Lord Shiva appeared in front of him and asked him for the wish. So Silada asked he want a baby, and Lord Shiva just gave him the wish and then vanished. So Silada went for the sleep peacefully, and the next day when he went for farming, he found a small baby lying in the ground. So Silada took the baby, and then he believed this was the baby provided by the Lord Shiva, and then he started raising the child. So he named the child as Nandi. Nandi meaning extreme happiness. So what happened? Nandi had grown up. He has grown up to be a brilliant boy after long years. So Silada was actually very proud of Nandi, that he is very brilliant and he is doing things very extremely very well. And one fine day, there were two sages entered the Silada's village. So Silada gave hospitality to these two sages actually. So these sages stayed in Silada's house. When they were staying in Silada's house, the Silada called Nandi and asked Nandi to take care of these sages very well. So what Nandi did, Nandi took a real care of these two sages. They stayed there for 2 to 3 weeks and then they left Silada's house. So when they were leaving Silada's house, they blessed Silada for a long life. And when they were about to bless Nandi, they had a sad face and they were not able to bless Nandi properly. So Silada observed this in those two sages' face. And then he left Nandi behind and he went separately and asked these sages what is wrong with Nandi. So these sages explained Silada saying the Nandi's lifetime is very less. So we were not able to bless him with Tirkais Bhava, which is long live my child. So what happened? Silada was really heartbroken. And after hearing this, he didn't really sleep properly for next 2 to 3 days. Nandi checked the behavior of Silada and he found it to be very suspicious. And Nandi directly asked Silada what has happened. And then Silada told Nandi, this is what the sages has told to me. And Silada thought the Nandi would be so worried. So what Nandi did, Nandi was happy instead. And he told Silada saying, Appa, if you can meet Lord Shiva and rewrite your history by giving birth to me, I can rewrite my story as well. Let me go and meditate for myself, is what Nandi told to Silada. And then Silada was so happy that Nandi has taken the decision to pray for Lord Shiva. So Nandi left Silada's house and went for a long meditation. So when Nandi started to meditate, he did his meditation very brilliantly so that Shiva appeared in front of him as soon as possible. Okay, Nandi was so happy looking at Lord Shiva, and then he forgot what he wanted to ask. And Nandi was really mesmerized by looking at the great structure of Lord Shiva. And what he thought to himself was, how would it would be if he really stays with Lord Shiva all the time? And he wished the same to Lord Shiva. Shiva smiled at him and told, yes, it is possible, but now I have lost my Vagna, which is bull, and if you want to be with me, you can be my Vagna all the time as a bull, and you can be one of my devas, and my devotees will give the same respect as they are giving to me. And Nandi was so happy, he took this opportunity and he stayed with Lord Shiva for his eternity. When is the right time to pray Lord Nandi? So I would suggest it is best to pray Lord Nandi on Pradosham of every month. You get 2 Pradosham in every month actually. So and the way to pray Lord Nandi is during the Pradosham, you should really see the Lord Shiva through the horns of Lord Nandi. So it will be a best practice for you to get the optimal results from Lord Nandi. And what are the benefits of praying to Lord Nandi? There are 2 major benefits of praying to Lord Nandi. One is if you have any law and order problem in your family, it will be instantly solved. And 2, couples with fertility issues come down to Lord Nandi and it gets solved. And apart from this, he is a good God who can give you happiness instantly. Around 500 years back, this particular area, Basavanagudi, it had a huge hill which is made of rock actually. So this hill is also called as Bulge Rock. So around this rock there was a big farming land which is cultivated by the farmers of this village. So this farmland has the groundnut actually. So they were plucking and they were harvesting groundnuts in this area because groundnuts grew very abundantly in this area. So what happened, one fine day a mighty bull came and destroyed every crops in this farming area, and then it didn't stop there, it continued day by day. So the farmers were really worried what to do, and they gathered and they took a solution. One fine day when the mighty bull came, one farmer honked on the head of the big bull. So what happened, this big bull just lied down and turned itself into a big stone. So by then this stone started to grow day by day and it never stopped. So these farmers were really scared seeing this growing stone. So what they did, they prayed to Lord Shiva for the solution. And after a few days, Lord Shiva appeared in one of the devotees' dream and then requested to keep a metal plate on top of the big bull. So after keeping the metal plate, it stopped growing. So this is a brief history of big bull which is in Basavanagudi. So to show the respect to this Nandi temple, the farmers of this village, every year between November to December, they have a festival which is called Groundnut Fair, which is happening in this area every year till now. So what they actually do is once they harvest the first set of the crops of groundnut, they provide it to Lord Nandi of Basavanagudi every year. So that's how they celebrate in this area. Thanks for watching our video. If you like it, please subscribe and click on the bell icon next to it. Until then, it is bye from Bengaluru Monk.